Coronation Street has confirmed what's to become of Summer Spellman after she was arrested last week on suspicion of murdering Theo Silverton, the evil other half of her father figure Todd Grimshaw. While the police don't know for sure if Summer did it, tonight's episode saw the authorities make a big decision over her future. In tonight's episode, Summer continued to be held by police, with Asha Allahan mentioning that she couldn't get through to her phone. Todd later received a phone call from Summer with some shocking news. She's been charged with murder and denied bail. It doesn't mean that actor Harriet Bibby is leaving the ITV soap, as spoilers for upcoming episodes reveal that Summer will try and clear her name. Viewers will soon see Summer remember a witness who may be able to help her. Elsewhere in today's episode, George Shuttleworth tried to bury the hatchet with Todd after tipping the police off that Summer had been acting suspicious, only to receive the cold shoulder. Todd later told Bethany and Sarah Platt that he would never forgive George for what he's done, before admitting that he asked Gary Windass to warn off Theo the night he died. When Sarah asked why he didn't tell the police this, Todd said that Gary told him that he only smashed up Theo's van, and he believed that's the truth. George later turned up and asked to make amends, but Todd announced that he is moving in with Sarah, much to the surprise of George and Sarah alike. Coronation Street confirms Summer Spellman's fate in early ITVX episode, Shockwaves Rock Weatherfield. Weatherfield has never been short of drama, but the latest early-release ITVX episode of Coronation Street has left fans reeling as Summer Spellman's fate is finally confirmed in a storyline packed with emotional twists, unexpected decisions, and heartbreaking consequences. From the opening moments of the episode, it was clear that something life-changing was about to unfold. The atmosphere in the Platt household felt unusually tense, with Summer noticeably withdrawn, struggling to mask the weight she has been carrying for weeks. Longtime viewers will know that Summer Spellman has always been a character defined by intelligence, ambition, and emotional depth. But this time, she finds herself at a crossroads that could change everything. A breaking point no one saw coming. The episode begins with Summer attempting to maintain normality, brushing off concerns from Billy and Todd, who both sense something is not right. Her carefully constructed facade, however, begins to crack as flashbacks hint at a series of unseen struggles building up behind the scenes. From academic pressure to personal guilt and emotional exhaustion, Summer's world feels like it is quietly collapsing in on itself. What makes this storyline especially gripping is the subtle storytelling. Rather than one dramatic event triggering everything, Coronation Street carefully builds tension through small moments, a missed call here, an emotional pause there, a forced smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful soap storylines are not about explosions or fights, but about the slow unraveling of a character's inner world. The turning point in Weatherfield. Midway through the episode, Summer finally confides in a deeply emotional conversation that becomes the turning point of her fate. Sitting on the edge of emotional exhaustion, she admits that she can no longer keep pretending everything is okay. The confession is raw, vulnerable, and delivered with a level of honesty that immediately shifts the tone of the entire episode. Billy's reaction is particularly heartbreaking. As a father figure who has supported Summer through multiple challenges in the past, he is visibly shaken, struggling to comprehend just how much she has been carrying alone. Todd, too, steps into a rare moment of sincerity, offering reassurance that she is not alone, but it becomes clear that reassurance alone may not be enough this time. This is where the episode takes a bold turn. Rather than offering a simple resolution, the writers choose ambiguity, allowing Summer's fate to feel both emotionally resolved and painfully uncertain at the same time. ITVX early release heightens the impact. The decision to release the episode early on ITVX only amplified the emotional impact. Fans who watched ahead of the television broadcast were quick to flood social media with reactions, many expressing shock at how deeply the storyline had developed. Without giving away every detail of her outcome, the episode confirms that Summer reaches a major life-defining decision, one that will alter her relationships, her future plans, and her place in Weatherfield permanently. Some viewers interpreted the ending as a moment of survival and self-preservation, a necessary step for Summer to reclaim control over her life. Others saw it as a painful separation from the people who care about her most, raising questions about whether she is truly ready to face what comes next alone. Emotional fallout across Weatherfield. As news of Summer's situation spreads through the street, the ripple effect becomes immediately clear. Billy is left grappling with guilt, questioning whether he missed the warning signs. Todd, usually the more composed of the two, struggles to process the emotional weight of watching someone he cares about reach such a critical point. Even secondary characters feel the impact, with conversations in the cafe and corners of the street reflecting a shared sense of concern and helplessness. This is classic Coronation Street storytelling, where one character's journey becomes the emotional thread that connects the entire community. A story about pressure, identity, and survival. What makes Summer Spellman's storyline particularly powerful is its relevance. Rather than relying purely on soap drama tropes, the episode explores themes that feel grounded in real life: academic pressure, emotional burnout, identity struggles, and the difficulty of asking for help before it's too late. Summer has always been portrayed as someone with high expectations placed upon her, both by others and by herself. This episode peels back those layers, revealing the human cost of trying to meet every expectation while silently falling apart inside. The writing carefully avoids sensationalism. Instead, it leans into realism, showing that fate is not always a dramatic event, but sometimes a quiet decision made after weeks or months of internal struggle. Fan reactions and speculation. Within hours of the ITVX release, fans began speculating about what this means for Summer's future in the show. Some believe this marks the beginning of a temporary exit arc, allowing the character to step away from Weatherfield and return stronger later. Others fear a more permanent departure, interpreting the emotional tone of the episode as a farewell setup. On fan forums and social platforms, discussions have been intense but deeply emotional. Many viewers praised the performance behind Summer's storyline, highlighting the subtle acting choices that made her struggle feel authentic and relatable. Others expressed hope that the character will be given space to heal rather than being written out abruptly. What comes next for Summer Spellman? While the episode confirms Summer's fate in terms of her immediate path, Coronation Street leaves just enough unanswered questions to keep viewers hooked. Will she return to Weatherfield in the near future? Will her relationships with Billy and Todd recover? Or is this the beginning of a completely new chapter away from everything she has known? What is certain is that the impact of this storyline will continue to unfold over upcoming episodes. The emotional fallout, the shifting dynamics, and the unresolved tension all suggest that Summer Spellman's journey is far from over, even if her presence in Weatherfield changes significantly. Final thoughts. This early ITVX episode stands out as one of Coronation Street's most emotionally charged chapters in recent memory. By focusing on Summer Spellman's fate through a grounded and human lens, the show delivers a storyline that is both heartbreaking and thought-provoking. Rather than relying on shock value alone, it builds a narrative rooted in emotional truth, reminding viewers why Coronation Street continues to resonate after decades on screen. Summer Spellman's fate may be confirmed, but the emotional ripples from her story are only just beginning to spread across Weatherfield. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.